this Wait and Fire YouTube video. Today we're going to be playing some SPQR again. I'm Andy, I'm again with Gary at Black Dragon Miniatures.
Hello.
Yeah, so we are... Gary runs a store, gaming store in Hinckley and Leicester, so what sort of stuff do you do?
Yeah, mainly Games Workshop, Warlord, bit of Mantic, quite a few tournaments run here. We've got quite a good store, 24 gaming tables, lots of tournaments, pretty much every weekend there's a tournament on. Smack bang in the Midlands.
Yeah.
So check us out at blackdragonminiatures.com.
And I'm sure you'll be seeing some content from Gary on your own channel, haven't you?
Yeah, well, again, this hopefully will be dual link, but yeah, we're going to basically run quite a few of these sort of games. Also check our own channel out on YouTube, so just search for Black Dragon Miniatures.
There'll be a few
game demos and various other bits. So yeah, this is a new game by Warlord that's just coming out. So if you like your historicals, but maybe a small scale, you don't really want to paint 500 Gauls, this is probably ideal for you because you can...
Large skirmish, isn't it?
Yeah.
With quite a bit of character development as well. So
so we've just had the new game arrive in store, which is available to purchase. So again, there'll be a link below. And yeah, basically we've had couple of goes at the starter sort of demo thing, which we had a couple of weeks ago, and obviously now we have.
A slightly larger game.
Yeah, 5 points. Well, it's not points; it's Denari.
Denari.
Yeah, see what they did there. Yeah, okay.
Good thinking, Warlord.
Yeah, so this is 500 Denari.
Yeah.
And how
it's about £2.50, isn't it?
Yeah, about £2.50. £2.50 and a voucher for quick save, is that still the thing? So basically, how you create a warband is it's all about the leader, all about the hero and his progression through a campaign or whatever. And he's the only one who really gains any benefit within progression. All the minions are literally just minions.
So your hero, you can buy extra equipment. You can
buy extra equipment. He starts with what are called talents, and you can buy him a horse and all manner of things. Presumably
never catch on.
Yeah, never catch on. No. However, basically he builds a warband for 500 Denari. Which is what we're playing, and that's allegedly supposed to take 45 minutes, so we'll see.
Yeah, I think we'll probably bash through it quite quickly actually.
Yeah, hopefully.
So we're going to play the Border Invasion, which is one of the sort of more straightforward missions. I will be defending my Gallic village with my Gauls under the leadership of the mighty Obstetrix.
Oh, very good.
Who's coming to try and steal my fragrant cheeses?
Well, we are being led by Gianluigi Savius Buffonius.
I thought you were going to forget it. He's been practicing that.
He's my hero.
Yeah.
Still playing at my age.
Yeah. He's the goalkeeper, isn't he?
Yeah. He's just signed for Napoli.
Right.
£150,000 a week. For a 43-year-old.
Sounds alright.
Yeah, not bad. Anyway, moving on. So basically my warband, Gianluigi's warband is a unit of 12 legionnaires with a standard.
So they've got the heavy armour.
Yeah, heavy armour, shield and pilum, which is a one-use weapon. And then I have 6 auxiliary archers who are currently hiding in a cowshed, but that's where they're going to be.
Classic impressed soldiers of the Roman Empire from Syria or somewhere.
Exactly. Yeah, we just picked them up on the way. Yeah. Pretty much. In fairness, probably the Roman legionnaires are probably mixed. Yeah, exactly.
And I will be defending with a large warband of Gallic warriors who've been boosted a little bit. I'll go through them in a moment. Some small unit of cavalry and some slingers. But I've got a few extra tricks up my sleeve as well. So.
Got one of those sickle dudes, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, let's have a little look at the factions in a bit more detail.
This is Gianluigi's core warband. He's going to be attached to the unit, okay, just to give a bit of extra protection in case those slingers decide to be snipers. So basically these guys, they are armed with chainmail shirt, large shield, swords. They do have the pilum as well as an added upgrade, and they've also got the banner bearer. Okay, so they will get rerolls on bravery checks, I think it is. And then we have just in here, we have lift the lid, and we've got some auxiliary archers armed with bows.
Range of 20 for them.
Yeah, 20-inch range on those. And that's my warband, 500
500
Denari. That's
Denari.
all it buys you.
Yeah. So here is my lovely village. We're going to call this village Bree.
Okay.
The village of Bree. I have some slingers over here, so they're quite lightly armoured, of course, but I've positioned them out of range of the archers at the minute because I have a longer range. I can spend a special action to prepare the sling and then another shoot action, so that'll be all they can do that round. But they have a 30-inch range, so that's longer than the 20 inches of the bows. I have a large warband here. These are my warriors. So if you watched our previous demo, they were tribesmen. So these are better. These are like the next step up from them. So they can fight better, but they're not good as the legionnaires, of course. In amongst them, though, I do have a horn player. So he allows them once per game to do an extra action. So, for instance, I could move 3 times, which might be important for sort of getting a charge in. I also have a druid. So the druid gives a bonus to my unit. I can't remember what he does actually.
I think he gives you the +1 to attack, wasn't it?
Oh yes, there's something like that. Yeah. We'll come across that again later.
He also deducts one of my stats because of the fear of the.
Yeah, so
Gallic.
I've put Gaius Buffonus, whatever his name is. I've dropped his melee stat back down by 1.
Yeah.
I've chosen him at the start of the game. I have my own leader here, Obstetrics, towards the back here. So he has the Mighty Blow talent, which means if I choose to use it, he can roll just 1 attack dice rather than the 2 he has normally. But if he hits, it will explode into 3, which will be even better. And then, of course, I have some cavalry as well. So these will be particularly good on the charge because they have short spears. So they'll gain the lethal 2 on a charge move. So there we are. That is 500 points of Gauls versus 500 points of Romans. So let's roll a dice to see who gets to go first. So 3 for Gary and a 6 for me. So Gaul it is. Gaul for the win.
Well,
so first action, I'm going to activate my javelins. Sorry, not javelins, my slingers. So they are in range of the auxiliary over there in the building. Now, because they're over half range, I get -1 to shoot. I also get a -1 because they're in cover. But I get a +1 off my basic stat profile. So basically that means I need 7s, because 6s always hit, but 6s will always hit, as I said. So therefore, here we go, 6s. Just the 1. Okay, so 1 survive. Now, you've got a decent amount of armour, and the heavy cover, we've classed that building as heavy cover, will give you an extra +1 to your armour.
so I'm looking for a 2-up.
2 up. And not surprisingly, no damage caused. I won't do anything else actually for the rest of the round because I'm just going to activate all these models and just stay where we are because I want the Romans to come to me. I don't want to go towards them just yet. So we'll wait and then it'll go over to Gary's turn.
Okay, so first action will be to move the legionnaires, and they are going to go 5 to there and another 5 to there. So effectively a 10-inch move down the road here.
Here they come. Here they come in the same old style.
Well, if we did in the same old style.
Yeah, line them up.
So the archers are either going to sit there and be peppered every turn or advance forward. The
Well,
drawback of
that's the
advancing.
difficulties, isn't it?
Yeah.
Life's made of these tough
So
decisions.
you
isn't
can
it?
pre-measure in this game. So I've only got a 20-inch range, and auxiliaries have got a 5-inch move. So my threat range is 25.
Oh dear, look at that.
Which is out.
Oh, that's unfortunate, isn't it?
So what they might do is make a 10-inch run across to here, trying to get a bit of cover.
So obviously I was not going to do much damage with them in the building, but they're negating themselves from the game as well. So now I'll have a chance for at least a round or 2 of doing some damage while they're relatively in the open.
Okay, so that's going to be the end of my turn because obviously no shooting.
So round 2. Let's see who goes first here. Gary gets a 4. And I get a 1. Oh, so here go the Romans. Right, what are they going to do?
Okay, well the first action will be to shoot. Oh no, it won't.
Oh, misjudged. So they might have to move first. But that's okay, because they can move and shoot because they're bows.
Yeah.
So 6 archers, is it? Yep. 6 archers, yeah. So they're in range now. It'll be over half range though.
One more. You got?
Over half range, so that'll be a -1 for that, but I'm not in any cover.
So we're looking for 5 space up to 6s.
Just 1, so I shall roll my survive against that. I'm just normal tribesman, so no boat modifies this, so I need a 6. Oh, he survives it.
That's it.
No damage.
Okay. So
Legionaries, are they going to do something?
Yeah, I've got really not much choice, so they're just going to have a little wander down here.
I think that's the way of it, isn't it? They pretty much, you know, get in the mix as quick as they can because they're very strong in combat, of course. So now it's the Gauls' turn, so I'm just going to return fire with these ones onto them. So a short action again to prepare, and then a special action to prepare, and then a shoot action. Still over half range, so my +1 shooting is negated, meaning I need 6s to hit. No effect on their armour now though, so 0 hits.
Yay.
So not doing a lot these slings. Right, what we're going to do now though is we will do some combat. So these Gallic infantry are going to charge at the Roman legionaries marching down through their high street. Okay, so this is how we look after my movement. So the cavalry just repositioned a little bit. My hero moved forwards there to cover the building. But the main thing is the warriors charge down the road into the legionaries. So this was a move followed by a melee, which is basically a charge, and now they're in the mix. So I get 20 dice, 2 for each warrior. In fact, I get more than that, don't I?
Yeah,
actually,
more than that.
There are 13 of them with 2 dice each. So it's going to be 26 dice. I get a +1 modifier for being a unit larger than 10. I get a +1 modifier for charging in a straight line, and I get a +1 modifier for having a wild charge. That's quite brutal. So the Romans don't like that. So Gary has bought Peeler for his legionnaires.
Throw them at you on your way in, which takes away your wild charge as far as we can make out, and also your straight line. Doesn't take out your weight of numbers, so you've only got your standard dice, but at +1, so hitting on 3s. Yeah. Because you've got your priest or your druid there, you're re-rolling 6 failed hit rolls.
Yeah, so this is a 1 use per game. It costs 3 points per model for this Peeler, so it's expensive, but it's going to do a huge difference.
Yeah, because otherwise you'd be hitting on lots of dice on.
I think I could well have destroyed you otherwise. Yeah. So 26 dice hitting on 3s. Right, taking out the misses and re-rolling those because I have a druid there. So let's see what these look like.
5 Denari, well spent.
Yeah. Still a couple of misses. There's another miss over there. So you might as well roll all of those again yourself. So now you have to save against those though. So
no, because I've got big shield and gladius, so I can make you re-roll 3 dice per legionnaire. I have 12 in total, so it's maximum of 36 re-rolls. So that's the whole lot re-rolled.
If I can pick them up, I will re-roll them. I think I need something to re-roll them in. It's easier than my hand. Right. Okay, so the miss is in there. Yeah, good. Still pretty good. I'm still quite happy with that. So you do have to save against those though. So your armour is +3.
It is.
So it'll be 3s or more to survive against this, you know, vigorous attack from my Gallic warriors. Oh, I like that. So there's a few misses in there. 1, 2, 3 Romans go down. Right, that's actually a fair chunk of your unit. So a quarter of your unit I've taken out there.
Yeah.
But of course, you will get to fight back, which might be quite bad for my Gallic warriors.
The legionnaires.
First off, I've still got my druid.
Oh, yeah. Let's not forget him.
He missed anyway. Yeah. And I've had to re-roll that anyway.
Okay. So now the Romans get to fight back. Quite a few dice here, 2 dice each. There is more than 10 in the unit, so they're going to get +1. So these guys are melee +2, so that takes them up to a 3 with the unit size. So they're looking for 3s. That's not so good.
Misses in there. Trick here is my armour is awful. Oh yeah, I don't have any.
And then we also have the hero, Buffonius. He gets 2 dice in melee, and he's at +3 base.
Yeah.
So not sure he'll get the bonus for the unit because he is technically a separate entity.
Yeah.
So we're just going to go with.
So he was +2 as his basic profile.
Yeah,
you boosted his stats by 2.
I upped him by 2 because when you create a warband, you can upgrade 2 stats twice. So I put both on melee, knowing full well that Andrew's druid was around and he dropped me back down 1. So I'm at +3 with 2 dice. So only
one
get
more.
1.
So just basically fighting like another Roman, isn't it? So
effectively.
I will now be surviving on these, but I do need 6s, unfortunately, which is quite a downside to going to war basically in your underpants.
Pyjamas.
Pyjamas, yeah. So lots of 6s going up.
Or none.
Or none. Right, well that might be my entire warband destroyed though, isn't it? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17! Well, I don't have 17 models, so the warband
over onto the
is
druid. How many
destroyed.
wounds has he got?
The druid has 2, so I only have a total of 15 in my entire warband, so they are destroyed.
That is a bounce.
Ouch.
Yeah, you've run into a wall of
well, they killed a few Romans.
wood and steel.
They killed a few Romans. Anyway, there we go. So because the Legionnaires, although victorious, they have lost 25% of their units, so they need to take a bravery check.
Yeah, apparently so. They are bravery +2. They do have a standard there, which allows me a reroll on a failed bravery check. So obviously you need a 6 again, as is indicative of this game. So +2, I need a 4+. No,
I don't like that.
But
so
my reroll for my banner.
Let's see. Oh!
So because I lose by 2, I lose a further 2.
So although they held off the attack, the amount of fear that it instilled in them has meant that they're starting to waver. Now, that's the end of my actions. I've just realised, well, I've sort of made a bit of a mistake. These cavalry I moved. Now there was no need to do that because I was playing this game like a traditional everyone moves, everyone fights war game, but actually it isn't. So what I could have done is, I've made a mistake. Tactical error. So what I could have done is not move these yet, or activate them at all, and of course now they'd be free to charge straight at your legionnaires. Now they will still be able to do that, but it will require. Actually, you haven't even had your round yet, have you? No. So now Gary will be able to react and do something with his legionnaires before I can do that. So that's a mistake, a big mistake on my part there. Not playing the game in a way it's meant to be played.
Obstetrics could be in trouble here.
Obstetrics could be in trouble.
Yeah, it could well be. Right.
So what are you going to do?
Well, firstly, I'm going to shoot some Gauls.
So 6 of your Scythian archers, or whatever they are.
And they're going to fire at the...
so still over half range.
Yeah, so hitting on 6s. Nothing?
No.
With their second action, they're going to shoot again in Legolas style.
Yep. There'll still be 6s, of course. Still nothing.
Way.
Equally inept.
Lovely. Lovely, that's what we like. Okay, so over to this side. Let's have a little look here.
Their bravery isn't an issue now, is it? It's only for that initial test that they have to do that.
Yeah. So we either charge the cavalry. Let's see what's in range first, because again you can pre-measure this.
So yeah, you can charge the cavalry.
So I think probably charging the cavalry might be an idea, because it will leave obstetrics all on his own. Whereas if we charge obstetrics, he's going to be failing probably on a 1 because he's got loads of armour, and then we could end up with a cavalry charge. So let's go for the straightforward charge into the cavalry. Take away any charge bonuses they may get at a later point.
Yeah, I think that's the right move to do. I mean, I should have, like I said, I should have had that double whammy of infantry in. Well, I wouldn't have expected them all to be destroyed, I guess, but they could have died enough to make space anyway. But yeah.
Right, so the Romans have charged in, so they get +1 because it was a straight line charge. That's to their melee, so they're technically now at melee 3. 2 dice each, 2, 4,
3, 6, 7 left, so 14 dice.
7, okay, so
Not the vast unit they were before.
No.
A little bit lucky with that morale, of course, but...
You say 14, yeah?
Yeah, 14 dice from your standard ones.
Okay. So these guys are hitting on 2 standard, +1 for the charge, takes them up to +3. So they're hitting on 3s.
Okay, pretty even, I think.
Okay, and then the leader, he's going to be at +3, +1 for the charge, so he's going to be on a 4. Does the horse give you a bonus on the charge in any way?
Yes, it gives +1 melee on a charge.
Oh, +1 melee, so down to a 2 then.
Yeah, so for the leader, 2 more hits.
2 more hits.
But I do have shields on my cavalry, so I'll make you re-roll 5 of your legionnaires' successes with the parry ability. They have a small shield.
3, 4, 5. So still looking for 3s.
Yeah. Took 2 more out of the equation. Okay. So right, all of those get 3. That's 3, 6, 9 hits. I have an armour of +2, so 4s will save my guys. They do have 2 wounds each as well, which is obviously important. So 1, 2, 3, 4 misses. So that's going to be 2 cavalrymen down. So 2 of my cavalrymen will die, unfortunately. But I'll get to fight back with all of you first. So the 5 cavalry that I had, so obviously 2 have died, but we do it simultaneously. I get 2 dice each per model, so that's 10 dice, +3 in melee. If I'd have charged, I'd have got not only an extra dice for charging straight, another extra one for being on horseback, and I would have gained the lethal charge, lethal 2, which affects your armour. Yeah. But I've lost all of that because I've misplaced. But I still have +3 to hit, so I should be hitting on 3s. They aren't much cop. So those are all successes, but of course because of the shields I'll need to re-roll all of those.
Yes, you will, yeah, you're right.
So the Roman shields and swords mean I parry. He parries more than I succeeded, so I'm re-rolling all of these, basically. So I lose another 2. So I guess 4 you have to survive against. With an armour of
3+.
Another legionary goes down.
So I'm okay bravery-wise, but you'll need to make a bravery check.
Yes, I do. So this bravery check is, I'm bravery +2. And so therefore I need a 4 or more. They are okay, so don't lose any extra models.
Okay, so
and we are locked in combat. Round 3. Let's see what you get, Gary. Who goes first? A 1!
Look at that. Impressive.
Yes, this is my chance. Okay, let's go for it. Obstetrics, this is your moment. He's going to charge into the unit there, and obviously the other unit will carry on with its melee as well. So Obstetrics is going to fight. He is my hero. I might do his Mighty Blow ability, actually. I will. So I'm going to use my Mighty Blow. That gives me just 1 dice rather than his normal 2. I can use it because I've got 2+, at least as a melee. That's your basic requirement. But I'm actually at 4+. Now I have charged, but I wasn't facing that direction, so I think I'm still okay to charge. But
you're okay to charge,
but I won't get the
it's
extra
not a straight line bonus, so no plus 4.
So +4. So I need a 2+ on a single dice, and then this will triple into wounds. I do get it, so suddenly got 3 hits now.
You need to re-roll that.
Oh, you do need to re-roll, that's right, yes. Yep, still gets it. So now 3 to survive against. Takes a Roman down. Okay. Now, we'll do the cavalry now.
Yeah, cavalry.
So the cavalry will have 2 dice each, so it's going to be 6 dice. And they are hitting on +3. So they're going to need 3s. Okay, 1 missed, and then the others get re-rolled for the large shield, of course, because there's still enough models to make me re-roll all of those. So that means I'm down to just 3 hits. 3 survives for the Romans. They're certainly grinding them down slowly, but they save all of those ones. And now the Romans get to fight back. So there's 6 Romans and the leader now. So 12 dice for the Romans. Hitting on 3s, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, hitting on 3s.
No, on the charge though now, so it's not quite as good as
that. No, +2 melee, so
yeah,
hitting 4s.
4s now. Oh, that is good. And I'll make you re-roll 3 of those for the shields off of the cavalry. Lose another one, so just 4. So where are you putting those?
They're all on your cavalry.
All on the cavalry.
Yep.
Okay, so I am +2 armour, so 4s to survive. So I take a wound on 1. It's not enough to kill him because I have 2 wounds. And now the leader, he gets 2 dice. He was hitting on 3s.
He's at +3, yeah. So
1 hit. I can't make you re-roll it. So what was that for?
no idea. Edit that.
So I'll just make my armour save for that. The cavalryman doesn't make it, so that is enough to take off that last cavalryman. So the loss is 1 and 1 actually.
However, that now takes that unit below half strength, so they will need to make a bravery check.
Yep, which they will.
My loss takes me from
7 to 6. Yeah.
So I'm less than half of my starting one as well, so we both need to make bravery checks on that basis.
So bravery check for the horsemen, their bravery is +2. They have failed, so they failed by 1, so I lose another cavalryman.
Yeah.
Okay. And for the Romans, they are fine.
+2.
So that's that combat. Grinding down, but I think that obviously the momentum is with the Romans. We will now go over here and we will do some slings over there against those. So over here it's still over half range, so my +1 to hit for my tribesman's shooting ability is negated by the minus for the range, so we'll be hitting on 6s. Oh, finally we managed to get some hits, so we've got 2. Okay, and surviving against those, survived both.
Yep.
Right. So now we'll be over to Gary to do his action.
So we'll do 5 back with the archers in this inept missile fire.
Yeah, it's not the best quality, is it? So 6s.
Yay,
2 hits. Right. So I'll save against those. My no bonus for armour, these are just naked guys. So 2 have gone. First off, first blood. Okay, are you going to do the same again?
Another volley, yeah. None that time.
Okay. So, I mean, Gary could have moved forwards, but I guess he's not doing that because then he potentially gets into my short range.
I've still been out of half range, and also it would have brought me into your range.
Yeah, so it's a balance, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so over here, we're locked in combat still with your leader and mine, so we are going to fight all the legionnaires against your leader.
Fair enough.
2, 4. I've got 5 in total there, aren't we? 2.
Yeah, 5 legionnaires.
Okay.
So nice.
We're hitting on +2. So 4s. Does he have a shield?
He doesn't, by the looks of it.
No.
Some misses.
Yeah. At least I don't have to re-roll them.
Yeah.
And
my armour is +4 though.
So
anything but 1s.
Yeah.
Of course I've got a 1-1, but he does have 2 wounds, so we'll bear that in mind. We'll mark him as having a wound. Okay.
And then
your leader,
Buffonius, against the cavalryman, last remaining cavalryman.
Yeah, so 2 dice.
Both hit.
Re-roll those because re-roll 1 of those. Sorry, because he has a shield. He still hit. Yeah. And then I have armour +2 on my horseman, so I need 4s. I didn't save either, so it actually takes both of his wounds off and kills that one.
Okay.
So my return attacks with my horsemen, I'll do them against the legionnaires. I think I can do them against anyone I want. So 1 hit, which I will have to re-roll for the large shield they have, misses.
Fail.
And I'm going to do the same trick I did before with obstetrics. He's going to roll 1 dice, needs a 3 up. Oh dear. Re-roll, do you want me to re-roll it?
What for?
Your shield.
What?
He doesn't want me to re-roll it. So yes, that's going to be the end of that combat. So obviously the cavalrymen are destroyed, still locked in combat. I didn't lose any models, so the hero doesn't have to take a nerve check, I don't think.
No, the heroes are immune to it anyway, they fight to the bitter end.
Yeah, so...
however, you have now gone below half strength of your warband, so now your entire army has to make bravery checks.
Yeah, that's not good with the Gauls, I don't think.
So we've got the...
at the end of the round, is it?
At the end of the round, as far as I can make out.
So, we'll do a bravery check over here for the Gallic tribesmen. Their bravery is +1, so they need 5 or more. No, so they lose another 2 models. And then my bravery check for my... Oh, he's immune anyway, is he? Yeah, so I don't have to check for the hero. Right, so there's not a lot left from the Gauls, but we will go into the next round. Right, at the start of this round, let's see who goes first. A 5 for the Gauls. We might be getting smashed, but we're going first. Right, well, let's do here, for the lack of anything better to do, we'll do the slingers. So 6 slingers. Needing 6s onto these fellas. Ah, single hit. Look at those 5s though. If only I needed 5s. It's a wound! Finally, we've managed to take one off. Okay, and final thing we will do, obstetrics here, doing his attack. He's going to do the same filthy trick he did before. So single hit.
Miss, you mean?
Yeah. It's a hit, but re-roll for the large shields. Nah! 3. It might be a death blow for himself. One more Roman gone.
Right, return attack from the Romans.
Yeah, so 10 dice. Just 5 of them left. Obviously 4 now that one's been killed, but they still get to attack.
Open 4s.
So misses there. I can't make you re-roll. I don't have a shield, unfortunately.
Does he not have the parry rule at all?
I don't think so. I don't think we bought it for him, so no.
Okay. So, there you go.
So
No
I've got
ones.
6s, anything but 1s. What could go wrong?
Oh.
Ah, of course.
That could go wrong.
Ah, he's gone. He's gone.
Okay, and I think with the death of obstetrics, I'm fairly sure that these slingers are probably going to run to the hills.
They will melt away into the
We
woodlands.
will burn your village down and enslave the population.
I hope you don't enslave the cheese.
Yeah, we're going to eat the cheese.
Enslave the chickens.
We're going to enslave the chickens, enslave all your lovely ladies who are now all widows, and take them back to Rome so they can sweep our floors.
Fair enough. They'll have a better life than an empty village, I suspect. Anyway.
There is that, yeah.
Right.
Okay, so there we are. That is SPQR.
Great, fantastic. So that was good fun. I enjoyed that a lot actually. This play came battered.
Yeah. Well, I saw you try to. We did obviously the previous one. We were the other way round.
Yeah.
You tried to draw me in using my tactics.
Yeah.
And I basically just beat you because you made a fatal mistake.
So yeah, absolutely. I think if that peeler that you had negated a lot of my warband, but they did enough damage to cause a bravery check, which actually was quite important because
it did. One of them, did one of them did go, but again, that's with the banner. So there's lots of little bits. Unlike with a lot of the Warlord games, a bit more like sort of old Warhammer really, where you have the banners, you have horns that allow you to do stuff which you buy extra points. So it's got a bit of a feel. So if you played Warhammer, which most people have, it's got a bit of a feel of that to it, where you're buying individual models, weapons, and bonuses, which is quite nice.
There's a lot of tinkering and list building options.
I think it is desperately going to need, for me, an online army builder. Warlord needs to sort that out, whether it be through Easy Army or do something yourself. But at the end of the day, desperate need of that. There's so many options for weapons on heroes, etc.
Yeah, there's loads of options for heroes. Cavalry, weapons, other things you want to add.
And
plus
again,
all the attributes.
Just having it in a place where you can remember it all as well, which weapons do what and so on. Definitely needs an army builder. Other than that, must admit, wasn't massively blown away by the starter game, but having played that now, rolled the dice, I think it's got some legs. We also ran the campaign element at the end just to see what would happen. Obstetrics rolled, you have to roll 2d6. He did only end up with a scratch.
Yes.
So
he will live to fight another day.
Yeah, so basically he got pushed through the Watland Door building.
Yep, woke up the next morning.
Yeah, looked around, nobody was here other than the chickens. Just the legs. Yeah. Oh, Romans are all about the breasts. So left the legs behind. Ready to fight another day, but he now needs to find a new warband. Yeah,
he does need to find a new warband, unfortunately. So yeah, I think the game was a lot of fun actually. Lots of dice, a lot of re-rolling of dice, but it could have gone either way. I think if I'd have had that charge and you hadn't had the pilum, that would have been bad for you. So good use of the pilum, and then if I'd have thought better and then used my cavalry, of course, to follow up the charge, I think that could have made a big mess of you because their lethal 2 ability on the charge would have meant your armour would have gone down from 3s to 5s, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
would have been huge actually.
Yeah, 2 dice each, so that's 20 dice. Yeah, that's definitely gonna have hurt. The other thing I think we just need to probably check on ourselves, so obviously leave a comment below, is the fact that under normal circumstances you can't re-roll a re-roll. So obviously in the combat, the priest or the druid gave the Gaul warband a re-roll on their failed misses, and then I made him re-roll those because I had the shield, which is technically re-rolling a re-roll, although it's from an opposing side.
So we played it as it would be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's sort of the theme of it, but not sure necessarily that's correct.
But I think that's not unreasonable. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm sure we'll be playing some more SPQR on both Wait Fire and on Black Dragon Miniatures.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so, need to get on it.
Please like, comment, subscribe, check out Gary's store as well, and of course keep looking out for more great stuff. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Take care.
Thank you. Bye bye.